Good morning, everyone. It's my day off. It's humid out this morning, and I am trying to get some house cleaning done because it's a little drizzly out this morning. And then I'm gonna go to town and run a few errands, and then I'm gonna come back here and probably garden. Let's be real, it's still really beautiful out, but the heat is coming. I saw Sunday it's supposed to start reaching the 90s, so I really want to get in what I can with the weather cooperating with my preferences on how it should behave. Let's put it that way. So yeah, anyway, this is how I look this morning, and this is the reality of my house. Dusting has been one of the chores I've been avoiding lately. And so I am doing that, and most of the time I just take a microfiber cloth and dust everything. And we don't run air conditioning, and so we always got the windows cracked and the upstairs windows fans going to help control temperature in the house. And so therefore we also get a lot of dust in from outside because of that. The crop fields over, chicken houses. There's many reasons for us to get quite a bit of dust. So we do, and it collects. So my house is harder to keep up on dusting than it is to dust my department in Rural King. And my department's bigger, so yeah, a lot of times my house is dusty for that reason. That, and I got 4 dogs. Anyhow, there's that. I'm dusting, and then I wanted to, my ADD brain popped up, and I was looking at this aglaonema here and my unfinished dust goose that I'm going to throw out because it's now really dusty. But I watered it the other day. I neglect it in this spot. And when I first started collecting houseplants, this was a room ideally I wanted to fill up because we spend a lot of our time in the living room when we're home, right? Unless we're outside. So that's what I wanted to fill up first. And unfortunately, this room is just too dark for a lot of plants. But not for this aglaonema. This is aglaonema white rain, I think, or something close to it. I don't know. A lot of them look the same online. Unless I see them in person, then I'll be like, oh yeah, those are key differences there. So it's been surviving in that window since I moved it in last fall. And since it is surviving there and low maintenance there, like I forget to water this thing and it still goes, I'm not moving it. This is a plant I am not moving, and I do got plants upstairs that I got to move. I'm going to go ahead and take more plants from upstairs outside today. But I need to clean my plants too, so I got the neem oil out, and this is usually what I clean with is just some hospital cloth. And then this is some rainwater, a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and some Simple Truth peppermint Castile soap added in there. So then I just keep that. I keep several bottles of this kind of spray around the house, like one upstairs, one in the kitchen, and then one on my front porch, because that's, quick spots for me to grab for my houseplants to clean them. And that's what I use to clean my houseplants. I don't use any of that shine spray stuff that can clog all the little pores in them and all that fun stuff. So yeah, this is one that I'm not going to move, at least for now. I say that now, but there's always tomorrow when I might change my mind. This is another area that I have a hard time growing plants, but I want plants in this window. Come on now, we got that nice little hook there. Why wouldn't I want to put something there to hang? And on the back of there. Like, come on now, it's a bathroom. Jungle it up a little bit. Humidity, right? This is Epipremnum. I can't remember the exact second part of it, but it is a Cebu blue. It's a common name. So you could call it Pothos Cebu blue. And I got this as a cutting, I want to say early last summer. And I had it on the porch for a while. it was late last spring, early last summer. And I had it on the porch for a while. And then I decided to put it in here. And it has grown, and I neglect it there. It takes the wall heater there very well. So I am not moving that plant either. So now I'll just take you with me and we'll go clean that aglaonema real quick. So I really don't have much watering to do today. I've got some plants that I've been meaning to stick out in the rain so they could get watered and cleaned. Like a lot of my lipstick plants, Asiananthus, those leaves are smaller and harder to clean than doing this, you know, so I'm just going to let nature do most of the work. I might put it in the shower and help finish it off, but I'm really trying to get my lipstick plants to bloom this year, because if they don't, I'm probably going to end up giving them away just because they don't like my conditions apparently, and maybe I'm not willing to put out grow lights just for lipstick plants that aren't going to bloom. You know what I mean? Just the juice may not be worth the squeeze for me. That's all. There's other plants out there, and I like to try them all, and I like to experiment. So, but I have done really good on not buying a bunch of plants this year. So, I have, you know, I've not ordered from Palm Street in a long time, and I miss it. And I've meant to buy another Hoya elephant and a couple other Hoya to replace them. And what other plant did I want to replace? Oh yeah, my Philodendron Patriciae. I wanted to replace that one too, and yeah, I've just not been able to afford it, and that's okay. I'll get them when I can get them. They're pretty common now, and there's going to be other Hoya that come out that maybe I like better, so it's not a rush. But I'm definitely more focused on outdoor garden space this year, just because last year was such a flop for me. You know, I was definitely ill prepared for the weather, and that was a lot of it, because we went from from flooding to drought, and just like that. So money wise and working full time, and then Chad being a truck driver, it's just hard for me to complete a lot of tasks. That and motivation, come on, let's be honest, sometimes we're just not motivated to do these tasks. That's kind of why I like to have a YouTube channel and the community and all that, is because it helps build motivation. Watching other people do their stuff, sharing their ideas, saying, come on, get your butt out there and do it. It's actually wonderful. Alright, so that's what I do. I will show you the plants I'm talking about that I'm watering naturally. Alright guys, well, some of these are just going to stay here. See, I'm trying to get my jungle cacti here to bloom too. Well, look at my zigzag cactus. It's really big. Or not really big, but really taking off, and I hope it blooms. Dang it, bloom for me, baby. Anyhow, so these are the ones that I'm talking about. So I got a lot of my like Rex and Rhizo begonia out here, because the fuzzy leaves and stuff are harder to clean. So, and some of them, like this one, I've put my neem oil spray on it before, and it'll actually wash off the silvering on the leaves, which is crazy, but it does. So I get kind of scared. I need to come through and prune this begonia. The begonias seem to do that. They'll lose their older leaves and regrow new ones, and that's just part of their life cycle, and it's cool. I mean, look, I've managed to keep this one alive for over a year now. Oh, look, it's gonna put out some blooms. I don't know anything about breeding begonia, but I wouldn't be opposed to that kind of experiment, like, you know, growing different varieties of begonia and whatnot. I love begonia. I started out, I didn't like begonia, and I especially hated Rex, and look at me, I got a couple different Rex going. And then the asparagus fern, look, I underwatered it for a bit, and it'll take quite a bit of underwatering, but don't let it go too long, for sure. Then I got my Hoya Bella out here with its smaller leaves, and it's a thirstier Hoya, and it's got peduncles on it. Look at those little cuties. They're not quite open, but they will soon. Look how cute they are, and I can't wait to smell them. And I can't wait for the plant to get bigger and fill out into a nice hanging basket and just hang like that. Could you imagine? That's gonna be so cute. So there's those. All right, and then on the back porch. And these are my fuzzy lipstick plants. And by fuzzy, I'm not talking about pubescence necessarily. I'm talking about webs in dust. So I'm just trying to let nature help me out here. And yeah, most definitely I'll finish up in the shower because it looks like they're going to need it. But they also need a good watering too, and there's nothing wrong with some rain. Let the Lord's water come water it. And guys, that's all I got for you right now, except for, oh, I picked my first blackberry. Oh, I've got Japanese beetles everywhere, but I hung out Catchmaster in the other kind of brand, the green, light green and white brand. I can't remember. I hung both kinds out because they're everywhere. They're all over my stone fruit trees, especially the plums, and then on the raspberry, blackberries too. Anyway, I picked my first blackberry. I got Japanese beetles. I got beetle bags, see? And I don't freaking remember. I'll try to remember next video. Anyway, guys, thank you for stopping by. I love you, and so does Jesus, and your hair looks excellent today. I know I worked hard on mine. Bye, guys.